Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video of Horilla. In this video, let's discuss about the biometric integration in Horilla. So the biometric integration in the attendance module streamlines and automates employee attendance tracking by directly connecting biometric devices like the fingerprint scanners or facial recognition systems. So this integration eliminates manual entry errors and enhances efficiency. So the employees can clock in and out using these biometric devices and the data is automatically synced to Horilla's attendance module. So let's see how we can do that. So under the attendance module, we have the biometric devices. So over here, we'll be able to find the already configured biometric devices. So for now, we have not added any biometric device yet. So to add a new biometric device, let's click on this add button and we have to provide a name and the device type. So the name that we provide here will be used to identify the system identify the device in the system. So let's give a name. I'm just giving a name as biometric device. And then we have to select a device type. So over here, Horilla has configured three biometric device by default, such as ZK Teco biometric, and then we have the NS biometric and metric COSIC biometric. And so let's select the device type first as ZK Teco biometric. And we have three fields that we must fill for this device type. So we have the machine IP. So here we have to provide the IP address of the biometric device. So this IP enables the system to connect to the device over a network. And next we have the port number. So in the port number, we have to provide or we have to give the fill the TCP communication port number of the device. So it specifies the communication channel for the data transfer. And then in the password, we can provide the access password for the biometric device. So it is required to authenticate the connection between the system and the device. So these are the fields that we must fill for this device type. Next, let's select NVIS biometric. So for this device type, we have a few more fields. So first we have the password. That is, we have to set the password that is required for the device authentication or for the API connection. And then we have the request ID. So the header request ID is used for the IP communication between the software and the biometric device. Next, we have the API URL. So the endpoint or the URL through which the software connects to the biometrics device IP can be provided over here. So it also facilitates the data transfer such as employee attendance records and all. Next, we have the API key. So a unique key provided by the biometric device system or its API to authenticate requests securely that can be provided over here. Next, we have the API secret. So that is, this is a secret code paired with the API key to enhance the security in API communication. So this ensures that only authorized systems can access the biometric data. So this is the configuration for the Anvis biometric device type. Next, we have the Metrix COSIC biometric. So for this, we have to provide the machine IP, that is the IP address of the biometric device. So it allows the software to connect to the device over the network. Next, we have the port number. So the TCP communication port used to establish a connection with the biometric device can be provided over here, and it ensures the data from the device is transmitted correctly. Next, we have the password. So we have to provide a general password for authentication with the device. Next, we have the username. So the COSAC username associated with the biometric device can be provided over here. So it will be used for login or API communication. Next, we have the password. So the password corresponding to the COSAC username has to be provided over here. So this is the configuration for this device type, that is Metrix COSAC biometric. So this is how we can add a biometric device to Horilla, and with that the employees can clock in and clock out with their fingerprint or facial recognition and all. So with that we can reduce the manual entry errors. Okay, so now let's add a biometric device. So I'm setting the device type as ZK Teco biometric. Next we have to provide the machine IP. So let the machine IP be this one. And next, so this machine IP address is assigned to the biometric device on your network. And next, we have to give the port number. So let me add a port number. That is 4370. And the default, this is the default TCP communication port that will be used by the ZK biometric device. Next, let's give a password as well. I'm providing a password and let's save it. So we can see that the biometric device has been added. So we'll be able to view the biometric device over here. So we can view the biometric title that we have provided. We have the biometric, the device type over here, the IP address, port number that we have provided. And next we have the activate live capture mode toggle. So when enabled, the device continuously captures and syncs the biometric attendance data with Horilla in real time. So when we on the toggle, uh, the biometric device continuously captures the attendance data. So it can be used for that. And next we have the test. That is, it is used to check the connectivity between Horilla and the biometric device. So it ensures the IP and port configurations are correct and the device is responsive. Next, we have the schedule. So it allows the administrators to set up automatic sync schedules for retrieving attendance data from the device at specific intervals. So we can click on schedule and provide an interval duration over here. And between those specific intervals, the Horilla will retrieve the or fetch the biometric data collected by the biometric device. So this is useful if the live capture mode is not enabled. And next we have the employee. So it assigns or maps employees to the biometric device. So this ensures that attendance data captured by the device is correctly associated with the respective employees in the system. So this is how we can configure a biometric device. And we have different colors over here, that is orange for live capture, then we have blue for the scheduled ones, and red for the not connected ones. So since we have not connected this biometric device yet, we can view the red color over here. So this is how we can add a biometric device to Horilla and configure it. So hope it is clear, and thank you for watching.